Adjustments are necessary, but I think in the year 2020, nobody wants to get too used to the things that we have to get used to during a coronavirus global pandemic. Week 3 of high school football in the state of Idaho, and they're getting used to social distancing, wearing masks. They're trying to get used to that out there. And today, throw in air quality index. They had to look at those numbers as well. One game was altered because of that, but there's one team in North Idaho who is always pretty good, and we don't have to worry too much about them.
Yeah, it's kind of like death taxes, and the Coeur-d'Alene Vikings are good at football. Luckily, the air quality index did not cancel any games tonight. We've had complete Fridays wiped out. Not a case today. Luckily, it was not Saturday night football, because that may be the case tomorrow. But we're going to start in that Coeur-d'Alene Viking field where they're taking on Lakeland today. They went to Dashco, head down to the highway, jumped over to Coeur-d'Alene for the Coeur-d'Alene Vikings in their red jerseys.
Yeah.
Their colors are blue and white. Red jerseys. I don't know. Vikings looking awful good today. Once again, Jack Perka going to hit the slant route to Tyson Pottinger, first down for Coeur-d'Alene. Later on the drive, it's Trent Elstad up the gut. He takes it in for 6. They get an extra point. It's 7-0. Hawks trying to answer, but Devin Suko had no time to find anybody. He's sacked by Luke McLaughlin. Vikings would then get the ball back. Perka going to roll out this time, hit Isaiah Griffin, the former Gonzaga Prep bullpup. Nice gain there. That's a first down. They're in the red zone, and you know they're going to finish off when they get down there. Coeur-d'Alene's Perka to Tanner Langley. 6 more for the home team. Coeur-d'Alene Vikings into the end zone again. They're not done. Perka going to swing it out to Ethan Garatone. Now watch this. Now if this whole football thing doesn't work out for him, he has a career ahead of him in tightrope walking. Somehow stays in bounds.
Wow.
Somehow takes it all the way in. Oh, look at that. Little Superman. Coeur-d'Alene rolls it home 48-7. They've had 2 games this year. They've outscored their opponents 103-7. Looking awful tough to beat those Coeur-d'Alene Vikings.
Coeur-d'Alene Vikings, pretty tough. Well, over to Post Falls, where this game was supposed to be in Lewiston, but it was moved because of air quality. No problem with the football quality. Post Falls on the move early. Jackson Anderson takes it himself, shows the wheels. It's a 30-yard pickup. Trojans are in business, and they're going to finish it off. Give it to Noah Range. He's going to truck it right up the middle and over the line. Post Falls goes up 7-6. Lewiston rolling the dice here. It is 4th and forever. At least 25 yards. Cash Lang going the wheel route. Cruz Hepburn. First down, but the drive stalls. That's an exciting one. Post Falls back on the attack, though. Anderson going up, but Colby Hodges intercepts him in the end zone. They would turn it back on over downs. Trojans looking to extend their lead before half. Anderson pitches to Tommy Hauser, coming full force right at the girl with the boot on. And that's me on the sideline, but he doesn't hit me because he's just that good. Because, you know, Keith, they named a lake after him.
I've heard that from time to time.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. That was the scariest moment I've ever had in high school football. Anyways, congrats to Post Falls with the 27-26 victory.
Tommy Hauser, we get to keep making the same joke because he shows up on the show like every single week.
It's incredible.
Playmaker out there at Post Falls. You know, the NFL season officially kicked things off last night. The world champion Chiefs hosting the Texans. We know how that ended. Kansas City looked pretty good. So now it's up to everyone else to get their feet wet in the 2020 season. So for the Seattle Seahawks, that starts with a tough road test right out of the gates, across the country to Atlanta for a date with the Falcons and their explosive offense. Pete Carroll says, enough of all this practice garbage. That's what Alyssa says all the time. His team needs to play a game so they can start making adjustments in their season.
We're dying to see where we are. We've been working really hard at it, of course, and you know, you don't know till you get out there and you start matching up and see what happens. And this is a good club, and they've got a lot of good experienced football players and good experienced staff and all that. And so we're going to get checked out. So it'll be a good gauge for us. We'll see where we stand. And we're really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Seahawks and Falcons, the early game Sunday, 10 a.m. kickoff in the ATL. Don't forget, you can always listen live to Seahawks football on Rock 94.5.
Practice? Practice. We're talking about games. We're talking about Eastern Conference Finals tonight. Islanders trying to hang on to a lead, but Spokane's Tyler Johnson gets the redirect goal out front to the game for the Tampa Bay Lightning in the 3rd period. But the momentum goes back to the boys from New York. Turnover in their own zone burns the Bolts. Brock Nelson buries the game winner. They would add an empty netter. Islanders win it 5-3, but Tampa Bay still leads the series 2-1.
How about some baseball? Mariners start the series at Arizona tonight. Trouble for Yusei Kikuchi in the 1st inning. Going to give up the old 3 spot. This run knocked in by Nick Ahmed. Mariners were in an early hole. trying to get back in this one. How about the newly acquired infielder Ty France? Does France have power? We.
Oh my gosh.
Solo homer. Cuts it to 1. Did they win the game? I don't know how to say no in French. Not we. Mariners lose this one by a run. Same two teams coming up tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I waited all night to say that just to see your reaction.
Pretty excited. I almost left the set. That was pretty good. Mariners, so much fun. I don't know how to say much in French either.
We.
They won. A lot of high school football. Week 3 is complete. And we
will be right back.
We will.